Hey, y'all. It's Johnny C. Cochran, candidate for Congress, Alabama's 4th Congressional District. Well, the Democrats and the Republicans in Washington, D.C. have surpassed my expectations. They managed to have the national debt today, October 5th, 2022, surpass $31 trillion. What does that mean for you and I? Well, if you take that amount, you divide it by every man, woman, and child in this country, every man, woman, and child in this country now owes over $90,000. And I've said this before, I have a family of 4. I do not have $360K just laying around to pay off the debt that our leaders so recklessly ran up. I was listening to a very interesting podcast with 3 really smart financial people, and they shared a statistic that I hadn't heard yet because I've been using the every man, woman, and child owes $90,000. They talked about unfunded liabilities. We're talking about Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, that instead of that $31 trillion number, it's in the $100+ trillion number. And if you only account for taxpayers, do you know what your share of that unfunded liability number is? Every taxpayer in America now owes somewhere close to $2 million. That's how out of control Washington, D.C. is. Now, I have some other videos where I talk about my political journey, but I have a question specifically for the Republican voters in Alabama's 4th Congressional District. Do you believe that the Republican Party in D.C. not only helped create that $31 trillion national debt, they accelerated it? And I'm sick and tired of these small government Republicans saying everything I want to hear and then voting the opposite way. I don't have any personal beef with the 25-year incumbent, but look at his 25-year voting record. He continually votes for these bloated omnibus budgets. He voted to be the policeman of the world and send our tax dollars and our brave men and women to undeclared, unconstitutional military war conflict zones all over the planet. Never learned a lesson because he voted to keep our troops in Iraq, keep our troops in Afghanistan. He wants to send more of your money to Ukraine. And we are where we are. Now, if you are a small, limited government voter, if you are a fiscally responsible, balanced budgets voter, I'm telling you right now that the majority of Republicans in D.C. do not walk the walk. They're all talk. They're all a bunch of malarkey. And you're going to have to vote for individuals, regardless of political party, who are serious. While he's been in Congress, the national debt has increased 600%. I was a freshman in high school in 1998. The national debt was $5 trillion. It has increased 6-fold. And what do we have to show for it? Not a whole lot. Except now I, as a taxpayer, my wife, as a taxpayer, we each apparently owe $2 million of the unfunded liabilities of this country. We need serious people. And I'm asking for this election to give Johnny C. Cochran, myself, a serious look. I'm going to go to Washington, And I'm going to be a thorn in these politicians, career politician sides. I'm going to go and make sure that we do not keep ramping up the acceleration of this national debt and enact policies that doesn't just slow the growth of government, but reduces the size of government. We can do it. I need your support. November 8th, Johnny C. Cochran, Congress, Alabama's 4th Congressional District. Thank you for your consideration.